Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making some meatballs. Today we're today we're going to be making some delicious, lovely meatballs. As you can see, I'm just prepping for my meatballs. So I've got some mincemeat, eggs, paprika, almond seasoning, and some salt in here, and one raw egg. I want raw egg. So now I've got my breadcrumbs, which are blended. As you can see, I'm just simply going to put them in here. I'm just simply going to put them in here and give it a little mix. I'm going to give it a little mix until it combines, until it fully combines and everything has combine with each other, and then we're going to go on the next step. But for now, that's not important until all of this mint and nicely mixed together. Guys, before you start cooking, make sure you wash your hands, because I had already washed my hands before I started this video, but just for hygiene and safety reasons, you might actually want to wash your hands. So I know a lot of people are going to write in the comment section, how do I know when it's combined? Don't worry, I will show you how you know when it's combined. By the way, you're better off using, today I just learned that you're better off using 10% fat to do to do the meatballs, because that way it'll combine better. If you use 3% fat, it's not going to combine. So as you can see, I'm mixing all of it very well. It appears to be very sticky, but I'm going to keep on mixing until I feel it is combined to a good enough stage. The meat is obviously sticky, and I think that's because of the eggs and just everything that we put in it. So we're just going to have to be very careful as we mix all of it together, just so we can have a good mixture. As you can see, it's very, as you can see, it's very stiff. As you can see, it's not very lumpy. It's very stiff. It's very sticky. It's just falling off. So because of this, we're going to have to use a little trick. So now we're going to roll it. So we're going to wash our hands. So we're going to wash our hands again, just because we're going to be rolling. Then once we wash our hands, we are going to wipe our hands with a clean tea towel. Guys, make sure you use a clean tea towel. And then once you've used a clean tea towel, we are going to take some flour. Now it doesn't matter the flour, this can be plain flour or whole flour or any flour of your choice. I don't know all the flours in the world, so just use any flour of your choice. We're going to take a little bit and sprinkle just a little bit on the plate that we're going to put the meatballs on. So look, as you can see, I've sprinkled just a little bit on. We don't need much. And then now we're going to take a separate bowl, and then now we're going to get a small bowl, or a small bowl. Make sure it's dry. Then we're going to put a little bit of flour in. We're going to put a little bit of flour in, and we're basically going to roll the meatballs in them. So take the quantity that you feel is enough for you, how big you want them. You don't want them too big just so they can cook thoroughly. Now we're just going to pass them from hand to hand, pass them from hand to hand and just squeeze them a little bit from time to time. As you can see, just squeeze, just squeeze them a little bit from time to time. Just keep on squeezing them and rolling them in a little. Just keep on squeezing them and rolling them in a little motion. As you can see, this is how it's done. I hope you can see that perfectly. And then just place them in your plates or whatever you're going to be using. Going to need to add a bit more flour in mine, but if you've got enough flour, you don't need to add anymore because if you use too much flour, it's going to ruin the mixture. So rub your hands in the flour and then go and take your mince and then remove the amount of mince that you need. Sprinkle a bit more flour on the mince and just do this and just roll them in your hand from time to time. Just roll in your hand from time to time. Just roll them bit by bit from time to time in your hand. Just roll them a little bit. Just roll them from time to time in your hand. You can see all you need to do is just roll them from time to time and hopefully you have a bit more chance. Just roll them from time to time. Just massage with each hand. Just massage with each hand that you can see. This is how we do it. So I started learning how to cook at a very young age. I started cooking when I was a little girl. I started cooking from the age of 7, and it's been my passion since then to cook, to own my own cooking channel. But this is not a cooking channel. This is a channel where I speak up for young girls and I advocate for young girls in care. So this is basically the aim of my channel. And I also speak up for children who are being bullied, children who are going through hard times. So for me, my whole life, I got bullied as a kid. I always used to get bullied and I never really liked it. I didn't enjoy it. It was very difficult. It was a very painful situation for me because I had nobody who stuck up for me. But there's one thing, I've always been a kid who was bold enough to, speak my mind, and I've always believed that I want to start up a channel for bullying. So that's what inspired me to start this channel to speak about bullying, just to let people know and just to let the whole world know where I stand about bullying because I do not support bullying. I think bullying is bad, and for me, I got bullied in Cameroon, back home in Cameroon, where my parents are originally from. I'm Black British, so back where my parents are originally from, we used to get bullied. I used to get bullied a lot. I got bullied in primary school. I got bullied in secondary school, all the way through, and it was a very difficult time for me because I didn't appreciate being bullied. I didn't appreciate kids making fun of me, calling me all sorts of names. They used to call me all sorts of names. They used to name me, write horrible things about me. Some of the children there even said things about me that weren't true. They used to spread up lies about me. They'll say, they'll say I've done things when I haven't done them. In school, nobody believed me. The teachers thought I was just another joke. They called me a very unserious student because the way I learned was different. They told me nothing good would come out of my life. They called me another entitled brat who just wanted to use their parents' money, and obviously all of that really hurt me. It made me develop low self-esteem. I started doubting who I was. I started doubting the people who really loved me. I started doubting if I was good enough. But I'm here to tell you today that even though I went through all of those stuff, even though I had bad and horrible things happen to me, I never stopped. I never stopped trying. I never gave up on what I actually believed. Because at the bottom of my heart, I knew that what I was fighting for, I would eventually get. I believe that everything we go through in life, God has He always has His purpose. Like God has got a plan for us, and like I believe, and I know it's easier said than done, but I believe that if you stick with God's plan, He will see you through the end. I believe that God is a faithful God. He never sleeps nor slumber. He is always merciful to all of His children, and even when we make mistakes, even when we do things that are wrong, even when we fail sometimes in life, He never stops showing us love. He never stops supporting us. God is an awesome God who never sleeps nor slumber. He's always guiding and watching after us. And for me, that is the main thing. That's what gave me peace of mind. That's what I me sleep at night. That's what helps me sleep at night because uh, the Bible says that I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to fail you. And if you stick with God right through the end, I believe that He would surely come through for you. So, I would say to all teenagers that are being bullied, it's very important that you stick with God. It's very important that you continue reading your Bible and you follow God and you follow Him through because I believe that God will see you through and everything happens for a reason because a little bit about me during the darkest times of my life when I had gotten expelled from school, I had nobody to turn to. I felt alone. I felt very miserable. And do you know what? I felt so depressed that there were times that I thought, why am I even trying? Why don't I give up? But you know when you have that person in your life or that thing in your life that spirit in your life that keeps you going that spirit like it never fades no matter what happens that spirit like sticks with you till the end. For me, I had two spirits like that. I had God and I had my family to support me. My family supported me through thick and thin. My mom and my dad had it really hard on them because obviously the time I got expelled, it wasn't very ideal for none of us because yes, it was during the summer holidays, but still that just basically meant they had to find me a school. So my parents decided I won't go back to Cameroon. They decided to create a new home for me. So we built our home. We started afresh. I had to move here to the UK. I mean, I'm born and bred in the UK. I've been to the UK many times, but I had to fully stay here. So when I moved here, I went to a new school called St. Thomas More. I liked it at first. I thought the school was good, the school was chill. Because of peer pressure, because I was being bullied, I started hanging out with the wrong crowd. I started vaping, started running off, started doing stuff like that. Before I knew it, I became one of those children who caused a lot of trouble in the school. I started facing detention. Then my relationship with my parents started straining, and allegations got involved. And then at some point, the relationship was so strained where it's like we didn't know each other anymore. And the school just got tired and tired and tired. And eventually, the school expelled me. When I got expelled, again, I went through the same process As last time I went through depression again. I got really depressed, not having anything to do, not having anybody. I was really depressed. I was really struggling. I felt on my own. I felt really lonely. The only thing that got me through it was God. God never gave up on me. God supported me through the hard times. There were days when I woke up in the morning and I didn't want to start. I cried every day. I cried every single day because I was in pain, because I was in agony, because I had things going on for me, because I was struggling with a lot with my mental health. So I didn't even know what to do with myself mentally, which was very challenging for me, which was very difficult for me. But one thing I'm gonna say is that if you if you let God take the lead in your life, or if you let like whatever you believe in take the lead in your life, like surely good things are bound to happen because for me, what happened was I held on to God. I said to God, you made me a promise and you have to keep that promise. And for me, it was a very difficult journey because of all the allegations. I ended up having to move out of my parents. So I had to move somewhere, live somewhere new, which again was difficult because I had to readapt, relearn everything I'd already known. But overall, I would say life is life is what you make out of it. Life is what you choose it to be. Because for some people, because people have different definitions of life. For me, life is life. Life is what you make it out to be. You can either choose to live a good life or you can choose to live a bad life because the fact that someone's bullying you doesn't mean you get to bully other people because I wouldn't say, if I say to you, I've never bullied anybody in my life, that's not true. I bullied people because I was being bullied, so I thought, why do they get to bully me and get away with it? And why do I have to get consequence when I bully people? And so I became a bully. And I bullied every single kid I came across. I became very angry. And because of all of that, I didn't want to heal. I became a very bitter person who was mad at the world. I was mad at God for leaving me halfway. I was mad at my parents for not understanding me. And so I became this bully and then slowly through the help of other people and so I used to watch this YouTube channel called Daman and I used to watch a lot of his stories and I just started watching it and it changed my life a lot. It showed me a whole different perspective of the world. It told me stuff. It told me that I could either choose to be bitter about all the bad things that have happened to me, or I could either have the choice to move on and start afresh because what his video taught me is that every day we get a chance every day. Whether we use that chance or don't use it, that's down to us. That's a decision we have to make. That's a decision your mum and dad, unfortunately, can't make for you. And that was a decision that I had to make by myself. I had to sit and ask myself what I really wanted of society, what I really wanted of the world. I had to ask myself if I wanted to be an angry person with a black heart or if I wanted to give life a chance to show me love, to show me that it can be fair because it wasn't fair, it was awful. and I felt like I was a victim to life. But then I realized that I'm no longer the victim anymore, because it's like in life we get to a time in our life where we all play the victim, or where we all say it's so unfair. Life's treated me this way, life's treated me that way, life's treated me like this. Don't get me wrong, life's unfair, and life sucks, and life is so annoying, and life makes you want to go mad, and life makes you want to see red. But at the end of the day, life is always what you make out of it. I've learned that through hardship and dedication. I've learned that life is what you want it to be. Life is what you wake up every morning and choose for it to be. Because yeah, there's some things that happen that we can't control, and there's some things that happen, and it's so unfortunate that these things happen. Like I lost my nana. I lost my nana a year ago, and I was really mad, and I was pissed at the world, and I wanted to just I just wanted to die. I didn't want to. I just didn't know what to say or what to do anymore. I just hit rock bottom. Like I was fuming. I was really upset. I was just whatever you want to name it. I just didn't understand why life had to do that to me, and it took me months to recover, because I was really upset with the world, and you know what? I met people who told me that you can either choose to be mad about what's gone wrong in your life, or you can either choose to embrace it. The fact that you're embracing it doesn't mean it's correct. The fact that you've accepted it, the fact that you've decided to deal with it, the fact that you've decided to work in it doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean it's stuff that should have happened, because I used to be a bully, and I punished myself a lot for it, and I used to do really stupid stuff because of it, because I punished myself a lot for it. I punished myself a lot for making allegations against my mum and dad, and I cried about it a lot, and I would beat up myself up for it every single day, and I would dread about it and cry about it and be very moody and aggy about it, and then when my dad finally started speaking to me, he said to me, "Why are you punishing yourself for something that I've already forgiven you for?" My dad said, "I forgive you, not because I had to, but because I felt it was the right thing to do." And my dad said to me, "You need to learn self love, you need to learn how to forgive yourself and how to move on," because my dad said to me, forgiving yourself, it doesn't mean you're excusing what you've done. It just means you value yourself. It just means you've accepted it and you're ready to move on. Because my dad explained to me, until you forgive yourself, you can't move on. Because my dad said to me, that means you just get stuck in this cycle of I did this, I'm a bad person, I did that, I'm a bad person, I did that, I'm going to hell, I said that, this is over for me, my life is gonna end like this, I'm never gonna make it. And my dad told me that the more you do that with yourself, the more you can't move on. And my dad said, when you do that with yourself, when you stop yourself from accepting God's blessings, from opening yourself to God's blessings, my dad said, the more you're not going to grow, the more you're stopping yourself from growing. And slowly, I learned to accept it. And slowly, I accepted it, and I said, this is who I was, and I said, I made allegations in the past, but that's not me anymore. I'd learned that, and I worked on it, and I decided to rebuild everything again. I decided to start from scratch. I decided to turn a new leaf. I decided to work harder, to focus more on myself. So then I started going to therapy, and it was the best thing I could do because through therapy I learned to forgive myself. I learned self love. I'm not there 100%. I'm still a work in progress. I still struggle every now and again. I still have really off bad days. I still have days where I don't want to get out of bed. I still have days where I really struggle. I still have days where I find it miserable to cope, but I've learned to deal with myself. I've learned to accept what had happened, and I learned to move forward from it because I told myself that I deserve to be loved. I told myself that I deserve to be happy again, regardless of what my past said, regardless of what I've done. I said I deserve to find love again, regardless of what my care order said, regardless of what my doll said. And I taught myself that. Jesus, this is so hard. Nightmare. I taught myself that, and I learned self love again. I learned how to feel again, and I learned what it was like to be loved. And learning all of that was the best thing I could ever do for myself because it freed me in ways that I couldn't start to imagine. It made me believe again. It made me want to fight harder. It made me want to fight really hard. It made me want to try again. It made me not want to give up on myself and realize actually there is hope out there if you look for it. And slowly I taught myself all of that again. Slowly I taught myself the lesson of I can be whatever I want to be. And I learned how to love myself, how to appreciate myself, how to treat myself self-esteem, how to learn myself to accept what is going on, feel it, move forward, and what was the best thing I could ever do was to myself because I realized what I was worth, what I really admired, and then through learning how to forgive myself, I then learned how to forgive others. I learned how to let off the things that had happened to me go because I used to hold on to my old school ticker and I used to say how much it hurt me and I used to say how I was going to come online and get revenge and stuff like that. And someone I loved said to me, and what do you think that's going to achieve? They said to me, you're going to come online, you're going to rant, you're going to scream and shout, you're going to cause a what? An online feud, and then tomorrow, a few of your registered ones here. Really, when I'm doing a live stream. Oh. Yeah, thank you. Great, mate. Cheers. And then this person literally said to me that no matter what you wanted, you could get that. You could get like your dream perspective, and they taught me and they said to me, instead, build your life, work hard for you, change what you want to change about your life, not what anybody's telling you to change, not what anybody's making you change, just what you felt was right for you to change. And slowly, I did learn how to change that. Slowly, I started working on myself. I started believing in me, and I realized one thing that one thing that I would say to everybody who's going through the same thing as me is always believe in yourself. Like, never doubt yourself. Never stop doubting yourself for 1 second, because the moment you doubt yourself, the moment you start believing or start thinking, I can't do this, I can't do this, I won't do this, I don't know how. This is hard, it's difficult. The more it comes down, the damage happens. I hope today, God, just know what you let the devil, you let the enemy win. Show people, when people put you down, when people say you can't make it, show them and say, I can make it, I will make it. Show them and say to them, I am strong, I am stable, I am brave. Show the real world who you are, be that empowerment in your day-to-day life, because for me, what I'm gonna say is you don't need anybody to tell you that you're handsome or you're beautiful. Tell yourself every day. When you wake up in the morning, say to yourself, say, I am beautiful, I am smart, I know what I want, I am a goal-getter. I've got mission, I've got dreams, and I'm gonna achieve all my dreams. Say that to yourself every morning. Believe in yourself. Don't let people put you down. Don't let what they have to say get to you. Say when people say to you, "Oh, look at the way you look. Oh, you're this. Oh, I couldn't possibly imagine to. I couldn't possibly imagine to be someone. I couldn't possibly be your guy. I couldn't possibly be someone." Look at them in the eyes. I got sensitive to my God. Look at them in the eyes. I love my body. I love who I am. Because I do love it. I will be down. I want to be the side. I don't care about the standards of this world. I'm fine the way I am. And I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care if people on social media want to strap me up. I want to say, oh, look at you, look at the fat influencer, you're a fat person. I do not care. I don't need none of that. Because I started this channel to build positivity, and I don't care if people don't like my videos. I don't care if people want to say, what, she's doing a live, she's doing a recording and she's cooking. I don't care. I'm a big foodie. I like myself like that. And I'm not going to change for anybody. Don't change who you are, because the people who love you will love you for you, babe. The people who love you will learn to accept you for you. They won't put conditions on your love. They won't say, if you want me to love you, do this and that. They won't put conditions, because if anybody who loves you is putting conditions on that love, you know what you need to do? You need to flick your head, and you need to turn, and you need to look them straight in the eye, and you need to say to them, you do not love me. And you know what? You don't need to beg for people's love, because if you feel like nobody loves you, come on this platform and I will love you. I will show you love. Every single person who's about to watch this video, you're freaking amazing. You're amazing. You're a goal-getter. Just like me. I'm strong, resilient, I'm brave. It doesn't matter what the world throws at me. Have you ever heard this song? Ricochet, it's on your way. I am dying. I will ever ricochet. are titanium because because you are strong, because you are an amazing person, because you are a go-getter. Go out there and put positivity into the world and put some light into the world because life is full of great things, and there's no point in holding on to old wounds. Sometimes it's easier to let go than it is to hold on. And I know you might be thinking it's easy for you to say you don't understand what I'm going through. Yes, I might not know your story and I don't understand what you're going through, but believe me, I've been through hell as well. I've had my fair portion of life mistreating me. I lost my nan. That was very unfair. I had worse things happen to me. People abused me. People treated me badly. People tried crap about me. People told me I'll never make it. People told me I'll never get a job. People told me I'll never go find life. People told me I'll never graduate. Look at me, I'm in year 11. I'm saying my GCSEs this year. And you know what? I'm even proud of myself. Because you know why? As someone who learned how to read at the age of 6, I'm absolutely proud of myself. There's nothing wrong in being different. There's nothing wrong in being different. So what if you're different? We're all different, darling. You've got the hair of lion. You've got a mouth to change the world, but you're doubting yourself. You're scared of what you say. Well, don't be. I'm scared. I'm scared to start a YouTube channel. And you know what? People said to me, what if people bully you online? You know what I said to them? I said, if someone says something nasty to me, do you know what I'll turn around and say? I'll say, get lost because you're on the wrong channel. Because on this channel, we don't tolerate bad comments. We don't tolerate racist comments or bullying. On this channel, positive vibes only. Yeah, baby, positive vibes only. On this channel, we are go-getters. We go out there and we get our dream. And you know what? If you don't get your goal, so what? You can try next time. There's always a next time. There's always another chance in life. Every day you wake up is a chance. You might wake up in the morning and you might think, God, my life is really bad. I've got the worst things going on for me right now. My house is falling apart. My home is falling apart. I've got bills piling up. I've got debts piling up. I've got so many things I need to pay for. I've got so many things I need to do. But you know what? Be grateful because you've got a roof over your head. There's some people out there who have nothing. There's some children out there who are in war-torn zones, who are homeless, who are begging for food, who haven't seen food in 8 weeks. So be grateful every day you wake up in the morning. Be grateful because you know what? I come on this platform and I talk a lot, but you don't know what goes on behind hidden walls because you know what? I feel crap some days. So excuse me for using the word crap. But some mornings when I wake up, I just feel like crying the whole day. And I can tell you a million things I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I'm grateful for having a family. I'm grateful for having people who love me. I'm grateful for being able to be healthy. I'm grateful for being strong and healthy. I'm grateful for being able to cook my own food. I'm grateful for being able to eat. I'm grateful for being able to have an iPad to put so much positivity into the world. I'm grateful for being an amazing person. I'm grateful for having the internet. I can go on and 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 on about a list of things I'm grateful for. It's just what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I'm grateful for having a family. I'm a go-getter. I'm an achiever. I might not have everything I want at that ideal time, but I know I'm going to get it. I know God has a timing, and God's timing is the best because you might be sat there and you might have like people who are telling you, oh, you need to lose weight because I'll be honest, I've got a mother who's on my case 24/7. My mother always says to me, you need to lose weight, you need to watch your weight. And you know what I turn around and I say to her? I say, I'm perfectly happy the way I am. I don't need to lose weight. I don't need to change who I am for people to like me. Because you know what? If someone doesn't like me because of my weight or because of my physical appearance, you know what, mate? Get lost. Because you know what? You're not a person. Because you know what? It's what's inside that matters. It's not what's outside. Because
External beauty is nothing. Beauty on the outside is absolutely nothing. Beauty on the out, I feel pity for girls who think because they're hot, because they've got big boobs, big ass, big everything, they think they'll find the right guy. Well, you know what, man? I'm telling you this right now. Take this from experience. If you've got a rubbish personality, nobody's gonna want you. Nobody's gonna be around you, and that's the truth about life. I'm sorry to be hurtful, but I'm being blunt honest. It's high time people tell you the truth. Just because you think I'm pretty outside doesn't mean you don't need to work on your personality. Your personality is what shines through. Your personality is what shines through. Your personality has got true beauty. What matters inside is true beauty. People don't care about what they see outside. People care about what they see inside. Some people are deep. I'm a deep person. When I look at somebody, the first thing I'm not checking out is, oh my god, have they got a six pack? Oh my god, are they good in bed? Oh my god, are they blah blah blah? That's not the first thing I'm checking. I'm checking other stuff, but are they a kind person? Are they nice? Are they caring? Do they respect me? Do they respect who I am? Do they respect everything about me? Do they respect my personality? Are there people who take me for me? And that's the truth about life because I've learned to accept myself. I've learned to love myself for me. And I'm not going to change me because of what useless person on social media said because someone on social media called me fat, told me to go lose weight because someone on social media they called me a fat ass N-word. I don't care. I couldn't be bothered any less. Because you know what? I'm sick and tired of crying on social media and shedding tears and crying because people bully me online. I don't care no more. If you want to bully me, feel free, mate. But if you're someone who bullies others, that's because you're weak and you're insecure. That's because you've got something going on for you and you just can't see another person dwelling. Don't let nobody dim your light, darling. You shine. If you want to become an influencer, you don't need to care about what the world says. If you want to dance, you dance. If you want to shake your booty, you go, baby girl. You shake it. You work it. You twerk it. If you want to become a celebrity, you go. The sky's your limit, darling. We've got no limit. You do whatever you want. Be who you want to be. Don't let society define you. Don't let your past life define you. Because people can say, oh, you're coming on social media to talk when you used to bully people. I don't care. That was the old me. That was the old Lizzie Rose. The new Lizzie Rose now has changed. She's a better person. She's not 100% there yet. But she's striving. I've got goals. I've got aims. And I'm striving to be a better person. And that's all anybody could ask for. That's all anybody could want. You do you, darling. You don't need to change you to fit some guy or to fit some girl. Because the people who love you will love you for you, darling. And if someone is using you and they don't actually love you, then you don't need that person in your life. Because let me tell you, I learned this the hard way. I learned this the hard way that you know what? You don't need to beg people for love because you know what? I'm a beautiful girl. I'm beautiful both inside and outside. You know what? If people want to rush me, they'll rush me. Because you know what? I'm single and I'm happy with my life. I've got a good life. I've got friends. I'm in a lovely home. I'm surrounded by amazing people. People who make me laugh all day. People who absolutely irritate me though. I must say that. People whom I love, whom I'll sacrifice anything for, people who will give up their liver for me. That's the kind of home I'm surrounded by. Those are the kind of people I'm surrounded by. And I don't need no negative vibes. I don't need nobody bullying me. I don't care what people have to say. So, as for me, if you don't want to carry out anything I've said today, carry out this one thing. Girl, boy, you're amazing just the way you are. You don't need to change a thing about you. The work will change his heart. Thanks for listening, guys. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye. Make sure you subscribe and press that like button and leave me a comment down below. Bye. Love you guys. Loads of love. Mwah, 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 mwah.